beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight to your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, this is a little bonus reading. It's what your guides want you to know, and it's especially for the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that occurs from the 15th into the 16th of May. That moon is all about letting go, releasing anything that has been weighing heavily on your soul, whether it is resentment, anger, sadness, sorrow, grief, or trauma. I mean, it's easier said than done to let those things go, but this moon promotes that level of clarity to see the things that have been sort of holding you back or weighing your soul down in some way, okay? So also this moon promotes mental clarity, so a lot of concentration. You'll be really super focused as you hit mid-month, and but also you will feel lighter because of that emphasis on processing emotions and releasing them as you move forward. Now, of course, we also have Mercury in retrograde, so communication may go astray. You may feel you cannot find the words to express yourself. You may do things like stutter. You may, you know, emails and texts and things may go astray. You may have like a deadline and the internet goes down and you can't send an email or things like that. So it is a frustrating time, but just so you're aware. Now I'm going to get all your cards before we start your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding their full moon eclipse in Scorpio? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you, ooh, okay. Now, we've got the Hierophant, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords, okay. Okay, so basically, my guides are telling me about how committed you are to, well, to your goals and dreams, but also you're on a spiritual quest. They're showing me that you are really trying to connect to your intuition, and you may have found it, it's not that it's difficult, but sometimes it's a little bit clouded is what they're showing me, and this is in general, but I feel like you're fighting through any sort of confusion or anything that has been blocking that intuition, as it were. Now, some of you are really trying hard and to visualize, that's what they're showing me, and that you've had difficulty visualizing either recently or in general, seeing images and things like that, but it's starting to come. They're showing it is starting to come. You're starting to see, and you're going to be connecting to your source in a very big way for this full moon eclipse, okay? Now, we've got this beautiful deck there, the L-Key Oracle deck there, and it says, well, it says she who prepares, but male or female, this is not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy, but it says the one who prepares. And as you can see, my guides are basically pointing at the card. You're a warrior when it comes to the world or to life in general. You know, it is no accident that Sagittarians, you know, you've got that bow and arrow, that you're really focused on a target, and also you've got a lot of fire in your soul, a lot of passion. You're the sort of person who achieves whatever it is you set out to. It may take you a while, but you never give up on something. Once you've decided on a target, you go after it at full speed. And they're just showing me that you're dedicated. Now it says formulate, strategize, devise. So you're always the sort of person who is, strategic. You make a plan. You're always someone who, they're showing me a chessboard right now. Now you may have some Scorpio in your chart because they showed me something similar for the Scorpio reading. Doesn't have to be, but because we've got that Scorpio influence, it may be coming on in because of that full moon eclipse. But they're showing me that you strategize. You tend to have, it's almost like you plan 4 or 5 moves ahead in the game of life so that you are ready for every eventuality. So they're just showing me you planning, your planning skills. Now, it's only when something really means something to you that's really, really important that you really get super focused and strategize a plan, or you like get your spreadsheets out and things like that, and you get really organized. But unless it really strikes your passion, your soul, then you're kind of willing to sort of be a bit more spontaneous as well. So they're showing me that you have that balance when it comes to your soul, which your guides are actually really proud of, that you allow yourself to exist in a duality where you have moments of spontaneity and moments of control and planning, okay? Whatever it is you're formulating or whatever it is you're planning right now, it's going to be very, very successful. They're showing me success and dedication. And I feel with this Hierophant energy, if there's something you don't know, if there's like information that you feel is missing from your plan right now, you're on it. You're investigating things deeper, further. They're just showing me how you manage to always dig out the information. You always find a way, is what they're showing me. But as you can see, we've got that wonderful warrior type spirit. And we've got the sword there, which indicates communication. You're ready to get the truth, or you're ready to, find the truth or the information that you need and gain clarity, because swords are all about clarity. They're about breaking through the BS. And I feel like you're a truth seeker in life in general. I mean, truth is important to everybody, of course, that's an obvious thing to say, but I feel like you dig a little bit deeper than most in order to get that. And so I feel, now there's something here at the moment that I feel maybe you are planning for, something big, something that you're going to commit yourself to long term. And it may be something that's financial, okay? Because we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. We've also got the Six of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like financially, there is a lot of money coming towards you, or there's a lot of money involved in something. Now, because the Queen of Pentacles is there, they're just showing me how resourceful you are with money, also, you're so hardworking for what you've got, and that you've fought tooth and nail, basically. You've given everything you have in terms of your soul, your passion, in order to achieve whatever it is you set out to do. So you're very determined. You're a very determined soul who never gives up. Okay, they're just showing me you never give up on something. Also, I feel with the Sun card, you've got your eye on success. I mean, who doesn't? But the Sun card indicates that you're seeing the truth. You're seeing the light. There's an awakening here for you, a major moment of clarity, whereas before you may have felt a little bit clouded. Now, in the water, I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading, and they're showing me, they're showing me these, okay, I see what they are clearly now. They're showing me, what would you call them? Swimming goggles, okay? They're showing me swimming goggles. It's almost like I'm wearing them. That's why it's hard to see what they're trying to show me. And they've steamed up a little bit. Okay, so I mean, either you're listening to this reading and you've just gone swimming, and or you've just picked up your swimming goggles to go swimming or something like that, or you just bought some. But it could also be, I mean, spiritually, if you think about water, swimming, water is all about emotions, but it's also about intuition, and the goggles are to see. And be able to guide yourself underwater. So I feel like you're trying to see your way through some sort of emotional either challenge, because the goggles were a bit steamy, like they've steamed up a little bit. So you're trying perhaps, or maybe it comes back to the very beginning of the reading, which is about you trying really hard to use your intuition on something, but you're feeling a little bit clouded. You're trying to find direction. But the Sun card indicates a real moment of clarity as we hit that full moon eclipse, okay? The Sun is also success. So I feel like you are determined to succeed in some area of your life, and you're going to achieve it, whatever it is. But the High Priestess is there, which is about, again, using your intuition, using that mystic vision. And my guides are telling me as well that you actually are very intuitive. You have a lot of psychic gifts, and perhaps you felt it's taken you a little while to really connect to them, or as you mature in life, you may felt it's been a long journey to get to open certain or unlock. They're giving me the word unlock some of your gifts. So as you've got older, you may have connected more to spirituality and things like that, or to source. But the Sun card shows me that you're really positive. You always try to find the positive of a situation. You're the sort of person who sees the glass half full rather than half empty, because I feel like you always find a way. You're the sort of person who will find a way, and if there is not a way, you will forge a way to get to where you want to go. Goal oriented for sure. With the Sun card, I feel like relationships are going to start to flourish. I feel like it's going to be a time of plenty. There's a lot of abundance headed your way, but you worked really hard for this, Sag. You know, you put all of your blood, sweat, and tears into whatever it is you work at, and you care so much. You're so warm. My guides are showing me how warm you are, how your heart is so warm, and that you take care of a lot of people in your world. I mean, family, soul tribe. You're a real giver, when they're showing me, and you always make sure that nobody's left out, and you're always the sort of person who you take the time. That's what they're showing me, that you take the time to invest in people, and not many people take the time. Okay, this is what they're showing me, that people value and appreciate the time you have for them. And you know, nothing's ever too much. You're never sort of like, I'm too busy to talk to you, I'm too busy. You're never like that. You're very much like very warm. Also, people can trust you. You're very trustworthy. They're showing me how honest you are, but also when people ask for advice and things like that, you always give the highest advice you can. You always try to put yourself in their situation so that you can guide them in the best way possible. You're the sort of person who actually would, if depending on what you work in, I feel like you'd be very good at being in a position where you help other people, whether it is in terms of some sort of like either healthcare or, you know, a caring service. I feel like because you're so personable is what they're showing me. You're so personable. So public facing roles as well. It doesn't have to be, you could work at home if you want. I feel like that is the goal, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. So if you're currently working in like an office job, or you're currently working in something with team members and things like that, I feel like eventually your goal or your focus is to want to work from home in some way, because the Queen of Pentacles is like a homebody, or someone who wants to who focuses on the home. So maybe that's something that either you've managed to achieve, or it is something you're working towards achieving. Okay, the Sun cards indicates a lot of success in your lifetime. A lot of success. Your guides want you to be aware that, number one, they're proud of the journey that you've taken so far. Okay, I'm just going to park what they just said to me right there for a moment. But they're also saying that there's more to come, a lot more success to come, a lot more happiness to come. The Sun is about building happy memories and being aware that, you know, you are a radiant light being. They're showing me that you're a light worker. Everybody who comes into your energetic sphere, they feel rejuvenated in their soul when they meet you, and that's quite a quality. Not everybody's got that quality, okay, Sag? So remember that there's something really very special about you, but sometimes they're showing me, I do apologize, my voice is a bit strange today. I don't really know why. Perhaps I'm coming down with something, so I do apologize if I keep getting a frog in the throat, as it were. They're showing me that you're a light worker, and you're very important. Your energy and your vibrations are very important to the world. And they're also showing me that sometimes, though, you don't believe that. Sometimes you may feel either unappreciated, or they're giving me the words invisible. So sometimes you may feel like you're a little bit invisible where you're at. You are noticed, just so you're aware. You don't go unnoticed, but sometimes people may, how can I put that? Sometimes people may not say, or they may not tell you how they feel. There's no swords here in terms of your cards. So I'm just going to pull a card on that. They're giving me this energy that sometimes people don't thank you in the way that they should. Either they forget, or you're an overgiver. So perhaps people kind of have learned to expect it, which is, I mean, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Now, the Nine of Cups in the reverse can mean that sometimes you've had people come into your energetic sphere, where perhaps they've been a little bit lazy, or they don't really invest. So for example, if you're at work, you may find that you are paired in life with people who don't do their fair share of work, and somehow you keep ending up picking up the slack. And you're like, what? But it's because you're such a good worker. They're showing me that it takes you like an hour to do a job that another person would take 4 hours. You're the sort of person who's like super focused, and you get the job done. And a lot of people in power, the people in power, the people who are important within the company, I mean, everyone's important in the company, right down to housekeeping and things like that, because it's like a big oiled cog in a wheel. Everybody's got to come together, do their job, so that everything works sufficiently. So there's no hierarchy really. It's just that unfortunately there is a pay disparity between people in their pay packet. But anyway, I feel that people keep giving you a lot more on your plate. It seems to be the more you do, the more you are given to do. That's what I'm feeling here. But the people in positions of power, they see you and they notice your hard work. Okay, and I do feel like there is some sort of offer coming on in here for you. It's a pay rise or some sort of financial. There's more money coming on in here. Okay, so the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, I knocked that over, but that's quite a heavy stone for me to have just knocked over. So I really feel like, okay, they asked me to come back to that rose quartz. It's important for you to have rose quartz by you. Okay, so this connects to love, desire, to your heart chakra area as well. So important for you to have rose quartz. A lot of you got it already, but if you haven't, then I mean, maybe get it from your local store or something like that. Anyway, okay, it connects to that. I understand. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. They want you to be aware. I mean, Ten of Pentacles, there's more money coming on in here for you, but it's because people are not as committed as you. Okay, people are not, they kind of are coasting. They're always on autopilot, whereas you are really invested in what you do, whereas most people don't give a rat's about what they're doing, whereas you do. No matter what it is you're doing, you really care. You're really dedicated. When you invest in something, you're all in, and you're going to be very financially rewarded in your lifetime because of that. Now, of course, life is not all about money, but I feel like you're doing this to help your family in some way. I mean, of course, that would be important, but also some of you may be considering buying a home, or looking at investing in your home in some way. It could be that you're thinking about DIY or buying, they're just showing me a table right now. You could be buying like a new table or a new cabinet type thing for your space. You're rearranging space, maybe doing, a little bit DIY, but around the home if you're not buying a home or relocating. And I feel like financially you're preparing for that. There's a lot of, they're showing me shifting money and things like getting organized. Okay, now the thing that they put in the water there, it says forgive yourself. I'm not really sure what that means. I mean, I know what the words mean, but they're not showing me for what. So forgive yourself is, so maybe this is something that you've got to focus on for the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. Forgive yourself. So I'm not sure what you beautiful Sagittarians would need to forgive yourself for. Maybe it's because you've been so hard on yourself, because I can see that you have a tendency to be a little bit critical on yourself sometimes, and they want you to shift that sort of negative self-talk. And they want you to be aware when you're letting something go, forgiving yourself for something. I mean, it's going to be personal to you, but I really can't imagine what you have to forgive yourself for. I would hold a rose quartz, okay, in order to like absorb that. Now it could be that it could be related to love. We got the Hierophant there. It could be to a higher level commitment situation. It could be anything. But it's a strange thing to just come out like that. So it obviously resonates for someone out there. It will not resonate for everyone, that's for sure. It's very precise. But forgive yourself. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. I don't really want to focus on that because it connects to somebody in particular out there, is what they're saying. Okay, now we got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about your dedication. That's what they're showing me, how much knowledge you have. But also the Hierophant connects to higher source. It connects to spirit. So they're just showing me how spiritual your growth, how much you're elevating on your spiritual path. That's what they're showing me. The Hierophant is also a card of spiritual practice. So some of you may have just started doing things like meditation. You may have dipped in and out, but now you're really focused on it. Or maybe you've gone on some sort of course in order to learn about spiritual practices or enhance your skills. It could be psychic skills because the High Priestess is there, but it could also be this deep knowledge that you have within. Sometimes you just know things, my beautiful Sagittarians, and you don't know why, but you've been given a gift of intuition. But sometimes you may feel clouded, like that image that they were showing me earlier, or it can be that you feel that you don't trust your intuition, you second guess yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Trust your intuition. It will never lead you astray. Also, I feel that you're headed towards success. Now, I feel like you are going to be, it's either that people in power are noticing you in some way or will notice you, or you become a person in power. That's what I'm feeling, because there's a huge power surge in your reading, which is very, very intense. So they're just showing me that you are respected and you're very intelligent and you have so much knowledge, and they're showing me you elevating. Okay, so whatever it is you've been dedicating your life to, I feel like this is about you elevating, but also I feel like you could teach others, or there is something here where you can educate others with your information, with the way that you are, with the knowledge that you have, the wisdom that you have. So some of you may be drawn into, as I said, public facing sort of roles where you help others, or maybe you teach others, or you're thinking about becoming like someone who helps others, whether it's through meditation perhaps, or Reiki, or yoga, or some sort of spiritual practice. I mean, I feel this energy of you wanting to give back. Okay, and it could be that you're very charitable, because we've got the Six of Pentacles there as well, which is about giving and receiving energy. You're very generous with your they show me how generous you are with your time and with your money when you can help it. Whenever you've got a little bit spare, you're always the sort of person who will help that person in need. You're always someone who gives. So they're just showing what a wonderful, generous spirit you are. Also, we have the One Who Stands. Now, this is absolutely, for all the Sagittarians that I have in my life, this card, I mean, as soon as I picked it up, I got true chills all over. Okay, the One Who Stands, because you stand for what is right. There's so much integrity about your soul, so much. And it says here, resolute, implacable, determined. Okay, you stand for what is right. You're the sort of person who fights for what is right in the world, but also you stand by your word. Your word is your bond, and that is so important, and it is so rare in life as well. So it's something that I admire a lot about you, beautiful Sagittarians. It's so interesting that in your in like a tarot deck, you've got no swords, but in the first two cards of an oracle deck, you've got swords. So it's like it just shows me your integrity. It shows me your clarity of vision. You've got great ideas, but sometimes you don't trust them. So I would definitely pay close attention to any ideas that you feel you have a hunch to activate or take action on. But I feel, I mean, look at these cards, the one who prepares and then the one who's determined. So, you're not just like someone who thinks about something and then never does it. You always do what you say you are going to set out to do, and you're determined to succeed, and you will succeed because of that. Okay, now they are showing me here with the Hangman, it has taken you a while, or it takes you a while to open up when it comes to relationships. Now, it doesn't have to be love relationships, it can be friendships as well. It takes you a while to feel comfortable in your surroundings, where you sort of open up yourself. Okay, so you may be someone who's a little bit shy sometimes with new people, but as soon as you get to know them a little bit better, then of course, you know, you open yourself wide up to, you know, connecting with another. They're just showing me this armor. They're highlighting the armor. Now, also, it's really interesting. They're showing me the armor is really interesting. They're showing me there's like ribs there. Now, they're showing me the rib cage. So either someone out there has had an issue with the rib cage, or in the rib cage area recently. I mean, you could have just had like a cough or a cold or something like that, or they're just, and you've been coughing and it's sore. They're just showing me the rib cage. So either there's been some sort of problem there, or a procedure that you've had there. So I feel like you're healing from that. And it may have taken time, but you needed rest is what they're showing. I mean, it could be that you got yourself a bad cold and was coughing, and then you've bruised a rib or something like that. So they're just showing me, they're illuminating that sort of area, the rib cage area. So please take that as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. It can also be that when you're feeling run down, or you lack vitamins, that is your area that is sensitive, or that is wide open to getting an infection and things like that. So it may be like a sensitive area, even if it's like sensitive skin. It doesn't have to be inwards, it can be like sensitive skin area. So they're just highlighting that for someone out there. Now we've got the Hangman. This is the resistance position, okay? The Hangman indicates that sometimes people feel like, how can I put that? Now, this card in the resistance position can be like you're the victim sometimes of selfish people. So, you know, people who put all their workload on you, or who delegate their stuff onto you. You may feel like sometimes in your life, my beautiful Sagittarius, that you are the PA to everybody that you know, including family, friends, and stuff like that. You may be feeling like you always have to organize things, or so they're just showing me here that sometimes, and it's not that people are selfish on purpose, they just feel like they can trust you with things. So you may feel like that sometimes in your lifetime, but the Knight of Pentacles is because you give so much. Okay, you have a lot to offer life in general, and you give with all of your being. Okay, also the Hangman energy indicates that even when there are periods of pause, or time for reflection, where you need to see things from a new perspective, you take that time out. You're still determined. You don't lose that motivation or that drive. I mean, sometimes you may feel a little bit low energy, but you always get back up. So no matter how many knocks the world has sent you, and I feel like you've had a difficult path because you've had to be strong. I mean, all the cards that are showing up for you in the first positions are warrior spirits, someone who's strong, who protects others, who's always got other people's back. You're that sort of person that can be relied on in those circumstances. And with the Hangman energy, I feel like sometimes though you have, and please don't shoot the messenger when I say this, sometimes you have a little bit of hesitancy when it comes to surrendering, especially when it comes to love. Okay, opening up and surrendering to love. It's not that you fight love. I feel like it's more that either you've been hurt in the past, or you've been with somebody who did not invest in the same way that you did, and it's caused you to have a little bit of a barrier, but you put the brakes on. It's just like a temporary pause. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that energy to see if there's anything else coming out on that Hangman energy for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I mean, the Hangman is also to step back and meditate. So, I mean, the Hierophant is about your connection to Source and, you know, knowledge. We've got the High Priestess. We've also got the Hangman. So this is about you connecting to your spiritual gifts. And you may feel a little bit of withdrawal energy as you hit that full moon eclipse as well. Queen of Cups, yeah. So the Queen of Cups in the reverse is like, you know, the Queen of Cups is basically the Queen of Love, okay? And always I always say if a Queen of Cups comes up in someone's reading that self-care is so important, and that sometimes people take advantage of your caring nature and your over-giving abilities. The Queen of Cups in the reverse is like, sometimes you may have attracted people who are either insecure or have addictions in some way. But the Queen of Cups in the reverse is like, sometimes emotions are overwhelming. So you try not to go to that space straight away. Okay. Also, the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, and I feel like during moments of downtime, you don't trust your intuition, and also you need to pay more attention to self-care for you. Okay. You are a healer, and I feel like sometimes you've neglected yourself. Okay. Is what they're showing me. So maybe that's what they say, forgive yourself, because I feel like you're doing so much for everybody else that sometimes you forget your own needs. So spirits, I feel that's probably what forgive yourself means. But I feel you need to dedicate a little bit more time to self-care routines, loving yourself fully, being a best friend to yourself. Okay. Because I feel like you've gone through a real journey of discovery, where you're looking at reciprocity in terms of friendships, love relationships, career. You're looking at what you give, and you're recognizing that you give so much, that you have a lot, you bring a lot to the table of life in general, not just in like personal circumstances. The Knight of Pentacles is someone who is very determined. I mean, basically you got two cards in the same position, which is determination. And I feel that you're honest, you're hardworking, and you give so much. The Knight of Pentacles, so is sometimes reward is slow. So with the Hangman, it's like you work really hard, and you are asking yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is my dedication worth this? Am I really in the flow? Am I committed to something that's going to bring prosperity? The answer is yes, but I feel you being a fire element, fire is all about tenacity, drive, achievement. Fire elements tend to have circumstances enter their life where there is a wait, a pause, because fire is fast energy. And we're all given a test in life that opposes our instinctive nature. So if you've been going through tests where things are always in delay, you have to wait, or your patience is tested in some way, I feel like it's because we're here to learn a lesson. You're here, that is a lesson that you are given in this lifetime. Now, we're all given very different lessons, and they make us feel frustrated, but there is purpose in patience. Okay, it gives us a chance to reevaluate circumstances, work out what it is we truly want, and really see the challenge before we enter the fray and wonder, is this worth fighting for in my life? And if it's not, you walk away from it. But the Knight of Pentacles shows me that something you've been working really hard for is showing up in your world. Okay, it's taken a long time to get there, but you're achieving it, whatever it is, whether it's you buying your first home, whether it is you investing in a new business, whether it is you setting up your own business, whether it is you having a relationship, a loving relationship that will lead to a higher level of commitment, whatever it is you've been determined to achieve, you're going to. Okay. Also, my guides are showing me how professional you are. And I mean, I know that doesn't mean anything to some people about being professional, but it shows character. It shows your integrity. So they're just showing me that you always try to lead with your best foot forward is what they're showing me. And we've also got the one who thrives. Okay, so you will find success. You always forge a way. You find a way. You find a path. Even through uncertain times, you will find a way to succeed or make things work for you. It says here, flourish, prosper, blossom. So as I said, I feel like things are going to flourish for you. Relationships are going to flourish. There's a lot of personal growth here, and there's going to be a time of plenty for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. I feel like major transformation is coming for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Some sort of news. I feel like it's financial news, I've got to be honest, but I mean, that's a nice reward, but money is not the be all and end all of life, of course, we all know that, but it's important to have money to pay bills and things like that. So I feel like there's a lot of prosperity headed your way. Now they're also showing me, my guides are showing me, there's something really interesting about your eyes, okay? Really something very interesting and distinct about your eyes that people may comment on a lot, or you may notice yourself. Very unique, something about your eyes, okay? And they want you to be aware of how attractive you are. You don't realize how attractive you are. You don't give yourself credit. And they really want you to connect to those elements within yourself, not in an egotistical way, but in a way to love yourself fully. Because sometimes with the Queen of Cups in the reverse that came out there, they're just showing that you need to love yourself a little bit more. Okay, and I know a lot of spiritual people say, love yourself harder, the world will be a better place. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you need to dedicate yourself a little bit more time to your needs, because you're always focusing outwards. And I feel recently you've been, I mean, even in the last 18 months, I feel like you've taken a real shift to focus inwards. And that's where you're starting to look at reciprocity, where you're starting to look at all you offer to others. And I feel like you have taken a bit of a step back. I feel like you have taken a bit of a pause on what you, that over-giving spirit of yours. But I feel like your journey has only just begun, really. You've come a long way on that journey, and your guides are really proud of you. But they're indicating there's more. And there's more success, and there's more warmth, and there's more love, and there's more of everything that you desire, because you're determined to seek it out, and you will find it. The universe will put it on your path because of your determination to succeed and find what you're looking for. Now the High Priestess just shows me about your mystic vision, okay? Also, you're the sort of person, you don't shout about your success. You keep it to yourself, okay? You may be, I know they always say Sagittarians are really chatty. They're really they talk a lot and stuff like that. And I'm like, if you really know a Sagittarian, they only chat a lot if they feel super comfortable in your company. And it's the same of every sign, if you feel super comfortable in someone's company, then the conversation will just flow. But I feel like there's something here that you're not talking about, or you're keeping to yourself at the moment, whether it is a personal goal that you've reached, or whether it is some sort of success that comes in, you're not talking about it. It could also be a plan or something that you're strategizing. You want to keep it to yourself because you don't want to jinx it. You feel you're hesitant to talk about it, so you're keeping silent on this, okay? But most important, with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, you're having faith that you will achieve this thing, and you will. If you haven't already, it's very close to being achieved here or accomplished. Also, I feel the High Priestess there, I mean, it could be something financial, but I feel it is about maybe you took a silent step back from friendships or situations where you felt you were not given back to, that it was not reciprocal. You may have just gone off grid, off the radar, taken a real withdrawal energy recently. But I feel you're starting to come back out of your self again and reconnect to the world is what I'm feeling. Also with the High Priestess energy, I feel like you're starting to they're showing me that you are starting to really see the world as not a very logical place, of course. We can all see that from the very beginning. We can see that things are just not logical. But I feel like you found a way to thrive under unlogical circumstances, okay? It's almost like when there's a plot twist in life, you're right there prepared and ready to take action. So I really feel like you do thrive under those sort of circumstances. A lot of spiritual growth, connecting to things like meditation, connecting to source, even, prayer and things like that. If you're religious or there's a source that you celebrate, I feel like you're going to be more connected than ever as you move through this full moon eclipse and beyond. Now, I will be doing a free competition reading as well that coincides with the energy of the full moon eclipse, and I'll let you know how to win it right at the end if you're interested. Some people are here for the messages only, some people are here for both, so I have to respect that. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about balance, finding that sweet spot in life where there's harmony, where everything comes together. So I feel like you're trying to find that in your waking day. And with the Six of Pentacles, my guides are showing me that your guides are so proud of you for your generosity of spirit, that you do have time for everyone. And don't change that about yourself, but look at how you invest in things and how people invest back, which I feel like you're already doing. Six of Pentacles also indicates that there's some really good karma coming your way. There's a gift from the universe being bestowed upon you in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Something that you've been working hard for is showing up in your world. This is justice. This is fairness. The good luck is being distributed in your direction, they just said. The good luck is being distributed in your direction. So Jupiter is really going to, be very benevolent for you in particular. So Six of Pentacles, an unexpected resource or gift or lifeline or information is coming your way. It could be literally that, for example, if you lent money to a person, they come back and pay it back and it surprises you. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like this is the universe bestowing some goodness upon you, okay? It's a happy surprise is what they want you to be aware of. We've also got the Queen of Pentacles. So your dedication, your commitment will pay off. Now, I also feel that you are someone who is very grounded, very practical. You just know what to do, okay? You're very wise. I always say that Sagittarians, the root word, the root word of Sagittarians is sage. And a sage is a wise person who has a lot of knowledge, who has come to this lifetime as a bit of an old soul. So I feel like you're using that knowledge to use to guide you through life. So that's why your intuition is so important. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, you could be focused on the home space, as I said, doing things like DIY, focusing on maybe even buying a new home or investing in your home in some way. Also, they're showing me that, okay, this is not going to resonate for everyone, that's for sure, but they're showing me that you're a really good cook, okay? So dinner at yours, Sag, everyone's coming over to yours. They're just showing me that you're a very good cook. When you put your hand to it, you are very adventurous, and that you're really good at it. It's a talent that you've got, okay? So there's that. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, also with the Queen of Pentacles, they're showing me abundance coming your way where you can live a life of comfort, okay? Money that you've been working for, where there's going to be wealth that it's almost like you're going to be able to save a lot of money that protects you and your family for the future. So there's definitely money coming on in, wealth headed your way, that you can staircase. They're giving me the word conservation. Conservation. I mean, conservation is to protect, right? Is to conserve, to... Yeah, so I feel conservation. I mean, maybe some of you are thinking about moving and it's going to be in a conservation area, I'm not really sure, or perhaps you're moving out to the countryside or something like that. Nature is very important for you to sort of reset your soul. So if you've been feeling a little bit anxious recently, or you're wrestling with something and you're having to tap into your intuition, you'll find a lot of your answers in nature when you surround yourself with trees or put your feet on the grass, things like that, and really connect to nature. Very important. And we got the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is again another kind of withdrawal energy, to meditate. I mean, the Four of Swords is about being protected while you think about a part of your plan. It is about waiting for the answers to come. Four of Swords is about rest, renewal. Take time out for you. It's very important to recover your energy. Now, for some of you, for example, this is not a love reading, but for some of you that may be on your own and looking for love, for example, they're showing me that you've got a mission here. And they're showing me that something that you're trying to achieve, no matter how big or small, when you achieve that mission, then I feel that you will be connecting to someone in terms of love, and it will be a high level commitment like marriage and things like that. So don't lose despair, or don't lose hope, rather. Don't be in despair or despondent. Don't lose hope on that, because it is coming. Okay, it has been a long time, but I feel there's something that you have to do first, that is to do with a commitment to a goal or a dream. And when you achieve that, everything just slots into place, okay? Just so you're aware. I'm just going to find some bit more clarity on that Four of Swords for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? The Death card. Death card in the reverse is, you know, sometimes feeling stagnant or stuck in some area. And the Four of Wands, I mean, the Four of Wands is about celebration. So if you're feeling stuck, I mean, there's something here about the home space as well. This can be like homecoming, finding a home if you're looking for a home, but it can also be about reconnecting with friends after a long period of taking yourself out. So I feel like you are getting back out into the world again with that Four of Wands energy. You're reconnecting. There's reunions here with friends, family that maybe you haven't seen for a while. But there's definitely some really good news coming on in here for you that you will celebrate. This is a card of celebration. It's also going to be a bit more of a creative time. They're showing me how talented you are. And if you've had like creative blocks recently or felt a little bit stuck in that area, they're showing me that those blockages are going to dissipate and you're going to feel a lot more creative than usual. This card is a card of, you know, being in good company. Okay, celebrating yourself, celebrating the people that you know, and being in sync with your desires and achieving them. This is like a finish line. So this is like a win. So they're showing me also, you know, when you accomplish something, or when you either move home or win something, or you know, do something that you set out to do, that's when you meet somebody that you will have a, you know, a high level commitment with. Because the Four of Wands, as I said, well, the Four of Wands is the halfway to marriage card, and the Hierophant is a marriage card. So I feel for those of you who are in a committed relationship already and married, or you may be taking your relationship to the next stage if you're not married, but if you are, you will be deepening your connection, and there's something here for you and your person to celebrate. It's a soulmate union. I mean, Four Wands, they always say it's 11-11 portal, so I feel like this is about you being on the right path, and Spirit, your guides want you to be aware that you are on the right track, and that whatever it is you're focusing on, you will achieve it. Use your intuition, try to tap into that spiritual gift that you have. It can take time, but I feel like you're determined to connect to it if you haven't connected already. And remember to, you know, take some time for you, my beautiful Sagittarians. I'm just going to get some final cards before we close the reading. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Wow. I'm just going to go and get that moonstone. That does mean that the moon, full moon eclipse is really going to affect you emotionally. So you may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual. You may even feel a little bit like wanting to withdraw. Okay, so I'm just going to get that moonstone. One moment, please. I don't like the fact that it's on the floor. Okay. So, first card we got, and I'm not surprised, is Penguin Authentic. That is exactly who you are. You're so authentic, my beautiful Sagittarians. Now, it says here, reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face a storm. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from other people's expectations. Just be yourself. Okay, very important message there. And of course, penguins, you know, I think penguins, they partner up for life, right? So if you are looking for a love relationship, there is definitely a partnership coming on in. But this is about being your wonderful self. You know, there is nobody else out there that is like you, and that is your superpower. You're unique. We all have, you know, individual fingerprints. They're showing me the fingerprints in the water right now. So that means they want you to be aware of how unique and original you are. And that is your strength. So love yourself fully, okay? We've also got Raven Shaman. You've definitely got spiritual gifts, and you're being guided by those in spirit to a path that you're actually going to really enjoy. It's going to bring a very big awakening. I already feel like you've had some sort of awakening, and there's a lot of spiritual growth already, but I feel like there's more to come. And it says here, you are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and your words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. That is definitely keeper of the mysteries, the high priestess, okay? So also, the high priestess is mute. She doesn't say anything. So you're really good at keeping secrets. But I feel like right now you're not talking about something that you're either achieving or that you're trying to achieve. You're working hard in silence, and your work or your dedication, it will speak for itself, okay? And we've also got be community. So as I said, I feel like you're coming out, you're getting connected in some way to the world again. And it says here, you are a powerful creator. I mean, they keep saying about creative energy. My guides will tell me how talented you are. So whatever it is you are trying to create in your world, you're going to be very successful. It says, your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. And you've got that queen of abundance right there, okay? Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy, but you are the receiver of abundance, okay? And when you've got the bee, as I said, I feel like Pentacles are all about your work and abundance that comes from your hard work. So that's what's you seem to be focused on at this time. I mean, there's lots of other things that you will be focused on, but primarily it'll be some sort of goal that you're trying to work hard towards. And as you can see, B is like brings a sweet reward. You know, there's going to be you're going to be rewarded for all of that hard work. Now, also, this came up briefly in the Leo reading. The sunflower is interesting because, number one, it looks like the rays of the sun, but also the sunflower, it follows the sun throughout the day, okay? The sunflower always follows the sun throughout the day. And your first card, the major arcana card, was the sun. So I feel like you're following your bliss, you're following your happiness. You will find success because you are right on target. So again, it comes back to this target energy of you being right on track and being determined to find that happy balance, that peace, that harmony, and that happiness within your life. Your focus is your happiness. You know that it comes from within, but I feel like you're trying to create this wonderful. I feel like you're trying to create it not just for you, this wonderful happy space for your family as well, because the Queen of Pentacles is very focused on family unit as well. So I feel like you're not just doing this for you, you're doing it for others as well. So I feel like you will find your happiness. You're going where your happiness feels, where it feels right. Let's put it that way. No, I thought maybe they wanted this card because it was disconnected from the deck. I couldn't pick it up, but they said no, just so you're aware. Now, any final messages, my beautiful Sagittarians? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Whoa, okay. We've got Between Worlds, which really connects to that Hangman energy, maybe something you're wrestling with. So the first card here is our first teacher is our own heart. Our first teacher is our own heart. So listening to your heart, of course, is important. It will never lead you astray. And that also connects to your intuition. It says, not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. Interesting. Not every sweet root gives birth to sweet grass. It's how you nurture it, how you nurture and what you feed it. Okay, so I feel very important. And look, we've got the bow and arrow there. Of course, you have to have a card that comes out with a bow and arrow. So I feel also it's about you knowing what's worth the fight, basically. What's worth it going after. We've got Between Worlds there, and it says, caught between two worlds, comfort and the unknown. Only one can exist. Two paths, living two lives, indecision. So some of you will, have a second job, for example, or you will try and work from home from some area of your life. So I feel like maybe that's something you're contemplating or something that you're trying to achieve. But also it's that sweet spot between comfortability and spontaneity and finding that a pathway through it. We've also got harvest. So this is the time for you to reap rewards, reap abundance. And it says here, you're about to receive rewards for all your hard work and dedication. Happiness, wealth, blessings, overflow. I mean, this is the third deck to confirm that. So there's definitely some abundance coming your way. We've got the staff. The staff. And it says here, take stock of the situation before making a decision. Stand firm. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so unusual. So unusual. Oh gosh, hang on a minute. So you got the Hangman. That I'm gonna try this. I got these nails, and I'm not normally a person who gets nails like this, but I got these nails, and they're outgrowing themselves, and I've just not had time to go and get them off, and it's really hard to pick up the thing. I mean, I know. If that's my only problem in life, I'm really lucky. But it's obviously I've got other things going on as well. But anyway, we'll move on from that. So I do apologize. Sometimes I can't just pick these things up. I'm going to get these off soon. Anyway, moving on. The one who stands. Stand firm. Okay, and also it's clarified by the Hangman, so that's about taking a little bit of time to take a step back in order to weigh up your options. So take stock of the situation before making a decision, taking that pause. That's what I said, there is purpose in patience, and it's number 8. Number 8 is the number of the self. So take some time for you to take stock of the situation. Stand firm, spiritual power, wait. Okay, so really connect to that. That's so important. It's so important. It's shown up twice in 2 different decks. And we got the Walk of Faith. And it says here, you have to do what is right for you. No one walks in your shoes. Comparing life, social pressures. Okay, so, and we got that owl. It's on the crown chakra. So much wisdom. You have so much knowledge. You don't tend to live on other people's expectations. You march to the beat of your own drum. But I feel like you are walking the path. But you give so much to others. So remember to take some time for you. And finally, we will give you, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. This is a personal power oracle deck. These are obviously meant for you. These are the messages to remember as we move throughout that full moon eclipse. We've got I am safe. I am safe. And I think this is the second card. You've got this number 36, is it? Maybe not. Oh, for some reason I saw 36. Maybe 36. Maybe I saw it in the water, but I didn't mention it. 36 is important. Okay, 36 is important for some reason. Now either it's the number of a building, or it's the end digits of your cell phone, or something like that. 36 is important. I am safe. So that's important to remember. Also, we've got I am passionate. And we've got a lot of butterflies transforming in your reading. So there is a major transformation coming your way. We've got number 38, and that's the maze. It says, I am a problem solver. So remember, you will find the way. The answers are within you. Take stock, take a step back, and really meditate on things before you make a move. And we've also got I am blessed. And that is the truth. Okay? I am blessed. Number 18. And 18 is the moon card. So that is about the full moon eclipse. It will be very powerful in your chart. So watch out for all these changes. And your guides are really proud of you. I'm just going to give you some not a trinket. I'm going to give you a rune before I close the reading. Okay, I just want to make sure. I'm closing my eyes, so I need to make sure I've got 3 there. I think I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I don't like to look at them until... okay, until I feel them. Oh, okay, this is a success one. Okay, yeah. So we have Sun. Ha! It's interesting. I think it's either Scorpio or Leo. I can't remember. The Sun is your first card, and the first rune you got as well is the Sun. So this is about victory. This is about clear vision. This is about achievement, but also rest. Okay. Something is either coming to an end for you, and or a conclusion for you, a climax, and you're going to be very, very successful. It's working out in your favor, just so you're aware. Okay, this is about path. I'm seeing path, path. It's your destined path, okay, or something like that. Okay, there you go. So that's destiny. That's this is about dice, so it's about luck. Okay, now when I was doing a meditation for you, I kept seeing the Wheel of Fortune, but it didn't show up in your reading, so there was no point for me to really mention it. But I guess this particular rune connects to destiny, connects to, but it also connects to secrets. Okay, so it's almost like there's either some sort of initiation, the powers that be are going to notice your work, and you're going to elevate, maybe a promotion or new investment opportunity, or maybe new income or new home or something like that. There's benevolence here. And finally, okay, they want me to hold it like this. Okay, I keep seeing the path again for this, so I'm not really sure what energy I've got coming out here for this, apart from path. So I'll have to look at this one. Okay, so yeah, this basically, this is the hero. The hero kind of like, I guess it connects to that warrior type spirit of yours. This is all about potential. It's about reaching a final conclusion. It's also about freedom. okay? So wonderful ruin there. So freedom, hero, I guess, yeah, being the hero or the heroine in your own story, you know, fighting for what you truly desire and achieving it. This is destiny. You're on the right path and you will achieve whatever it is you set out to do. And that's even in the ruins. You know, you could have got any one of those ruins, but you got the ones that really align with your reading. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If you'd like to be in the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write down 5 things on a piece of paper that you want to release, that you feel no longer serves you in your life, whether it is sorrow, whether it is low self-esteem, shyness, confidence, whether it's, you know, a situation. Write it on the piece of paper. I know it's easier said than done to let it go, but this is a ritual to let things go, okay? 5 things. Number 5 is the number of conflict. So I want you to just write 5 things down, and then I want you to find a way that is very personal to you to dispose of it. So whether it's you go outside and do a very safe sort of burning ritual to release it to the universe, or whether you decide to travel across town and put it in a trash can, or whether you decide to rip it up into tiny little pieces, whatever feels right for you, okay? And with it goes all of that stuff. You'll feel lighter, you're letting it go, and that really connects to that full moon eclipse energy in Scorpio. And in the comments box below, all you have to put is this sentence: I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. I've let it go, now I'm in the flow. And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of June, and I'll announce the winner's name in a video upload only, okay? If something resonates here for you, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. And this is just a little bonus reading. Normally I do the love readings, the career readings, and, you know, the monthlies and things like that. But this is just a little bonus for you all out there for that full moon eclipse. Okay, thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.